Hey everybody, it's Phil from Epic Fail Gaming. We're going to do part 2 to our Mansions of Madness playthrough, where we play through the whole campaign. The next scenario is Escape from Innsmouth. So once again, I'll be playing Joe Diamond, the Private Eye, and Mandy Thompson, the Researcher. So they got through the first mission, so I want to give them another shot, so we'll see how it goes. Okay, so we're going to give Mandy Thompson the old lamp for a light source, the wither spell since I like her to be my caster. She's better at it. And holy water so she can discard horror and become focused. And then Joe Diamond, we'll give him the knife. He's going to be our melee fighter. The lucky rabbit's foot, so he can re-roll. Hopefully that'll help in combat. The old journal. I guess it's just evidence, so we'll say that he's the private eye. He's the one that got them started on this case. And some bandages, because he'll probably take more damage. Hopefully. So we want to keep our caster safe. Okay, so that's our starting items. We can continue on.
A strange feeling crawls across your skin as you step off the bus into the small Massachusetts town of Innsmouth. Everywhere you go, you can feel the gaze of the locals, unblinking, watery eyes on your back. In every alleyway, on every street corner, you can feel the presence of the street, having residents following you, watching from a distance. You came to the coastal town at the behest of Professor Harris, a mutual friend, who asked you to gather information on the lineage of the Marsh family. However, after only half a day walking the streets of Innsmouth, all you can think about is leaving the town and its unnerving residents far behind you. You check both the bus and the train, but strangely, both have stopped running. As the sun begins to set, you come to a frightening realization. You are trapped in Innsmouth. You rent an hotel room under a false name and resolve to hold out until morning. With the door to your room securely latched, you're finally safe from the prying eyes of the locals. Or so you think.
Ooh, we're not safe. Time to get out of Innsmouth. The hotel you found is a ratty hole in the wall on the back streets near the shore of the town. Place the Street 2 tile as indicated. Okay, so there's Street 2. Outside the hotel, the street stretches up a hill toward the center of town. Place a site token as indicated. That's better. The street continues to the east, past a storefront. Place a site token as indicated. So it continues that way. To the west, the street narrows into an alley that stretches along the side of the hotel. Place a site token as indicated. Dim light fills the tiny hotel's interior hall. The hotel has only 2 rooms for rent. Place the interior hall tile, a door, and a wall as indicated. 3 other doors lead out of the hall. 1 door leads to a side alley, and the other 2 are marked 1 and 2. You check your room key. You'll be staying in room 1. Place explore tokens as indicated. Okay, so there's an explorer there and there. You cram into your room and find it furnished by a lone bed with threadbare sheets and a bookshelf that holds 2 yellowing tomes. Letting the situation sink in, you pace nervously around the confines of the small room. Place your investigator figures as indicated. Alright, so we're terrified, locked up in our room, which makes total sense. Moonlight spills in through a dingy window looking out toward the docks. Place a search token as indicated. You glance over what little research you have managed to gather on the Marsh family thus far. The investigator holding the old journal can review the gathered evidence by interacting with it in the app. Okay, so Joe Diamond can look at the old journal anytime he wants by going into the app. Everyone in the room jumps as you hear the sound of the door handle jiggling. Someone outside is trying to open the locked door. Oh, God. Place an Explorer token as indicated. So they're trying to get in there. Your eyes dart around the room, stopping at the only other door which leads to the back hall and bathroom of the hotel. Place an Explorer token. Okay, so that leads to the back of the hotel. Alright, investigator phase. So let's take a look at the old journal just for the hell of it, see what it says. You have tracked all the evidence you have managed to gather on the Marsh family. You can compile the evidence you have found to see how close you are to proving your suspicions. If you find enough evidence, you might even be able to solve the mystery here and now. Yeah, you still have a long way to go if you plan to accuse the Marsh family of some malfeasance. You need multiple more pieces of evidence. Okay, obviously. Alright. So, at least we know how to do it. So, someone was trying to get in this door. Well, since we're in this room, might as well go ahead and we'll have Mandy search that. A dingy window looks out over the docks. You can search. You struggle to see through the dense fog, but you believe you see a small fishing boat out in the bay. As long as the captain of that boat is not in league with the locals, that could be your ticket out of this town. You will need to find a way to contact the boat. Gain one clue, then discard this search token. Yeah, I got a clue. So with Mandy's thing, once per round, when she gets a clue, you can gain an additional one. So she'll actually get 2 clues from that, which is freaking awesome. And we'll have Joe Diamond. Well, that's her one action. Look at this door. I don't think we're going to go through it. You put your ear to the door. You can hear the raspy breathing of someone on the other side trying to open the lock. So you can say, who's there? You can throw the door open or barricade it. We'll try... Who's there? The rattling stops, and there's a long pause. Then a gurgling voice responds, "Outsider, surrender to us." Okay, yeah, barricade the door. Looking around the room, your eyes fall on a small bookshelf. You pick it up and slam it against the door. Discard the Explore token and place a barricade against the door. Okay. Barricade that door. These guys are definitely trying to kill us. The rattling stops and you hear a gurgling voice from the other side of the door. "You will never escape. Give up now." A moment later, the locals begin banging at the door, attempting to break through. Spawn a Deep One hybrid as indicated. Then the Deep One hybrid attempts to move one space into the small bedroom. God. Deep One hybrid. Okay. So he's going to try to get in the door. Okay, so the Deep One hybrid's brawn is a 2. So it's got to roll 2 successes to get through that door. Don't let it get in. Nope. No successes. Okay. So that was Mandy's turn. Since we're kind of stuck in here, and have Joe Diamond explore that. The second door to your room leads to the hotel's back hall and shared bathroom. We'll explore. Behind your hotel room, a cramped hallway leads to the hotel's public bathroom. Okay, so we place a bathroom tile in there. An end table sits in the corner of the hall. Place a search token as indicated. Okay, so there's a search token there. A worn door leads into the shared hotel bathroom. Place an explore token. God, hopefully we're not sharing it with monsters. There's another. Opposite the bathroom is a heavy door marked Henderson's. Place an explore token there. Okay, now I can move one space in, so I might as well. Okay, so that was his first action. Let's have Joe Diamond open the bathroom door. A worn door leads to the hotel's only bathroom. We'll explore. It's probably a bad idea. You open the door to reveal a dingy bathroom. Discard this explore token. Oh. Is that it? No? Okay. As you look around the filthy bathroom, you spot a ratty newspaper sitting on the tank of the toilet. Place a search token. A panel in the opposite wall looks like it opens to the other side. Place an explore token as indicated. Okay, that's interesting. You can move one space into the explored area. Yeah, might as well. Okay, so that's our turn. Now we'll go to the mythos phase. Mythos. The air is tinted with an unnameable color. No immediate effect. The Deep One hybrid moves 2 spaces toward the nearest investigator. Okay, so he's got to get through that barricade still. Ooh. Doesn't get it. Each investigator has to do a horror check, but we don't have to. Okay, back to investigators. Still trying to get through that door. Alright, so Joe Diamond's in this room, so let's have him check out this search token. A copy of the Innsmouth Tribune sits on the toilet's tank. It is over 10 years old. We'll search it. You skim through the paper, so needs to roll observation. And he's got a 3, so he's not horrible at it. But he is one high roll. Okay. Nah, we didn't get anything on that one. I could spin a clue for that, but I'm not going to. Find no articles of interest. For an investigator, he's not very good at observation, so he's alright at it. Damn, what now? We could move in. You know what? I'm going to try it again. I don't want to waste it. I tried it once. I think it's worth trying again. Okay, got 1. I'm going to use the Lucky Rabbit's Foot. Once per round, I can re-roll a die. Oh, got 2. There you go, Joe. Buried on page 8, you find an article about the Marsh family and their sudden inexplicable wealth. Gain a circumstantial evidence, unique item, and 1 clue. Nice. So we got more evidence. Just a bit more and this case is solved. We'll see. Okay, so this search token goes away. Alright, that was Joe Diamond's turn. So let's have Mandy move in and explore that. An end table sits in the corner of the hallway. You dig through the contents of the drawers looking for anything out of place, so you have to roll lore. And she has a 4 in it. Oof. You know what? I got those 2 clues extra. I'm going to go ahead and spin those 2. We'll turn these into successes. So we got 2. You find an old piece of paper at the top of one drawer. The strange script on it seems very out of place indeed. Gain the shriveling spell, then discard the search token. Ooh, shriveling. Doesn't sound very polite, but we'll take it. Yeah, it's like a combat spell, it looks like. Does good damage too. 3 in damage, ranged. Nice. It's more powerful than Wither even. Okay, so we discard that. That was worth it. She's our spellcaster, so we definitely want spells. More spells, the more better. Okay, so that was her movement. We'll go to the Mythos phase. Picking her way carefully forward, Mandy Thompson puts a foot wrong and steps on an old rusty nail. Ouch. She suffers 1 face down damage. Agility -1 negates. So she's got an agility of a 3, so we'll get a 2. Damn, I hate to spend clues this early, but I don't want her to get injured. We'll flip it, so we'll ignore that face down damage. Oh God. You hear the sound of approaching voices. Outside the hotel, a small mob of shambling locals is beginning to gather. They shout words of some indecipherable language at the hotel. Something tells you they are here for you. Discard the sight token to the south of the street and spawn a riot as indicated. This is the Innsmouth mob. It does not activate this round. Okay, so we discard that one. So they're here, it looks like. Great. Oh yeah, all the locals are out to kill us. More people from the town continue to join the ever-growing mob. Fighting so many people will prove difficult. You had better evade them. Okay, so, yeah, let's evade those guys. Okay, so the Deep One hybrid is trying to get in still. So let's roll his brawn. Ooh, he got 1. He's getting closer. No investigators. Don't have to do a horror check because we're not in range of anybody. So, go to the investigators. Alright, so far we're doing okay. Let's have Mandy explore that. I'm interested in... We need that evidence, so... You try the door, but the door is closed. And the door is locked. After a moment, you hear a voice from the other side say, password. Huh. Password, huh? I don't think she'll be able to force her way in with her strength like it is. So let's not do that. Let's have her move up and explore that one to the north. A panel in the wall looks like it can slide open. We'll go ahead and explore that one. Come on. You push and slide the panel to the side. Discard this explore token and place a secret passage as indicated. We found a secret passage. The beach extends across the entire back of the hotel between the 2 piers. Its sandy monotony disrupted only by a forlorn shack. Place the beach tile as indicated. Okay. An old rowboat sits on the beach. Place a search token. So we got a rowboat there. A single panel in the wall seems to lead into the building behind the shack. Place a secret passage token as indicated. Then move your figure to that space. Okay. So there's a secret wall there. On the far side of the beach, you see a dock holding a boat rental building. Place a site token as indicated. So over there somewhere. A door off of the beach leads to a room behind the hotel. Place an explore token. So that leads behind the hotel. A pier rises at the edge of the beach. Place a site token as indicated. Now, damn, not sure. I'm not sure if I should go through that door or try to force my way into that or what. They want a password, but I don't know what. I have no idea how to do that. So that's just into another part of the hotel anyway. But I don't really want to have to backtrack either. So we'll move Joe Diamond up and I might force my way into this. Try the door, but it's closed. They ask for the password. Let's try to force our way in. You take a step back and kick the door as hard as you can. Strength, -1. So he's got a 4 in strength, so we'll be rolling 3. Oh, 2 successes. Yeah, the door frame around the lock splinters and the door flies open. The figure on the other side stumbles backward from the blow. Go, Joe Diamond, he ain't fucking around. Okay, the back area of the store is cluttered with boxes and crates. Place the storefront tile as indicated and discard the search tokens. Okay, so storefront. The figure is sprawled on the floor, still reeling from your assault. Spawn a cultist as indicated. Oh, so he was a cultist anyway. I know how to deal with those. Joe's had plenty of experience dealing with cultists. As the figure stands, you see blood drip to the floor from beneath the cloak. The cultist suffers damage equal to your test result. So he suffers 2 damage. An old radio sits behind the front counter, quietly hissing static. Place an interact token as indicated. Among the oddities, a box on display on the front counter catches your interest. Place a search token. A box on display. Yeah? Maybe it's a gun or something? I don't know. Let's find out. You notice a fire extinguisher mounted on the wall behind the counter. Okay. Since our last mission went up in flames completely, this might be a good thing. I completely burned down the house. Well, basically, I would have, given enough time. So, there's a fire extinguisher. In a prominent glass case in the corner, a bizarre statue is on display. Place a search token. A small but heavy shelf stands near the door. You could use it to fortify the store should the need arise. Place a barricade as indicated. Yeah, I'm sure that that need is going to arise very quick. So there's that. Outside the store, an alley leading off the street wraps around the building. Place a site token as indicated. This map's getting huge. Okay, so he can move 1 space in. Might as well do it, because that cultist is going to move up and attack us anyway. Alright, but that's Joe Diamond's turn. He moved up, did the explore, kicked that door in. Alright, so we're going to go to the Mythos phase, and he's going to get attacked by this cultist, probably. The clues you have gathered disprove everything you once knew about the world. This Mythos event affects the investigator with the most clues. So that's Joe Diamond. You review your notes, attempting to reconcile your new information with the world you remember. So he needs a lore of a 2, and that's not going to happen. Well, we can spend a clue to turn that to a success. If you pass, you determine that your past ignorance was understandable but dangerous. Okay. The Innsmouth mob moves 2 spaces toward the front street. The writhing mass of citizens tramples anything and anyone in their way. Okay. So you would basically get trampled by them. So it looks like they moved that way. Okay, and then there's nobody in that space to attack. The Deep One hybrid tries to move toward the nearest investigator. So he's still trying to get through that door. Damn, he's getting there. 1 success. No investigator in that space. And the cultist moves and then attacks. So it attacks Joe Diamond. The cultist swings a staff wildly about with great fervor and little skill. Suffer 2 face-down damage. Agility negates. So agility's his best stat. So he's got 5 dice. Come on, Joe Diamond. Ooh, 3 successes. So no damage from that. And then we have to do a horror check against the cultist. The cultist slams a steel-shod staff into the ground, and the ground splits open. A great eye bulges up from the opening, then shifts its gaze on you. Jesus. Suffer 1 horror. Will negates. So he's got a will of a 3. I'll discard a clue. I'm just trying to keep us safe for now. I know how long this mission will be, probably, so try to keep that damage off of us for now. Okay. And then I'll go to the investigator phase. Yeah. Alright, so Mandy's way up there. I'm really afraid this mob is going to come through the door. God, I hope not. Alright, but for now, we'll have Joe Diamond attack with the knife. I think we just got to get rid of this cultist. It's already got damage from us kicking the door in his face. Attack with a bladed. You quickly close on your foe and direct a slash across its stomach. Agility of a 2. Yes! Oh. Critical hit. 5. No, we got 5 successes. If you pass, your blade leaves a bloody gash in its wake. The monster suffers damage equal to the weapon's damage plus your test result. So, can you take 6 damage? As the store owner crumbles to the ground, the dagger falls from her hand with a clatter. Place the ritual dagger common item in the cultist space. Oh, so we got a ritual dagger. So with that, you can roll 1 additional die while casting a spell. So that'd be awesome for Mandy. Alright, so that was Joe Diamond's first turn. You know what? I think for his second turn, let's go ahead and just pick up these items. Maybe we can give that dagger to Mandy, and the fire extinguisher I assume I'll need, because I'm a pyromaniac, obviously. Alright. So that was Joe Diamond's 2 actions. Alright, what is Mandy gonna do? Well, let's have her move there and then go ahead and search. We'll search that boat. An old rowboat sits on the beach. It will not be enough to escape in, but it might get you to the fishing boat in the bay. You brush sand and dirt from the boat to check its condition. So we need an observation. She's amazing at it. 5. Oh, that's the worst possible roll ever. Wow. Okay, so we failed that. You look over the boat and find nothing wrong with it. You quickly push it into the water, only to find out the hull has been breached. As the boat sinks, a dead body floats to the water's surface. Suffer 2 horror will negates. Oh, man. So failing that one really hurt. She's only got a will of a 3. So she's going to take 1 horror. Okay, you gently look through the dead man's interior coat pockets and discover an FBI badge. This is the body of Agent Brinley. His gun is missing from the holster. Damn it. But you find a key in his pocket labeled 2. Gain the brass key unique item and 1 clue. So she'll get 2 clues from her ability, which is awesome. And then we got a brass key. So we've had that before. Mandy's got a brass key, but she also got that horror. So this search token goes away. She got a shrieking fit. You scream and scream and scream, and then you cry and cry, and then giggle, and then hiccup. Resolve immediately. Become restrained, then discard this card. Oh, I hate conditions. What is restrained again? You cannot move voluntarily. At the end of your turn, discard this card. That sucks. So Mandy's restrained. Let's just go ahead and put it under her character, so I remember. So she can't move this next turn. But that was all her actions anyway, so we'll go to Mythos. The corridor stretches on forever, lined with countless doors. This Mythos event affects the investigator in an alley or hall. This is a storefront. And that's a beach, so we're good. Okay, the mob of angry locals moves out of sight. Remove them from the board. Okay, that's good, I guess. The deep one tries to move up 2 spaces. He cannot get through that door. Oh, and this will go away too, I forgot. Okay, so we're good there. Okay, so there's no monsters within range, so no horror checks. Thank you. So we'll end the Mythos phase. Alright, so we're in decent shape here. No damage. Really. Mandy's restrained. But she can't move, but she can still investigate that. So let's have Mandy do that. The door leads into a small room behind the hotel. The room is without windows or lights, and you strain your eyes to see inside. You can explore only if you have a light source. So she does. Got lucky on that. You hold your light high to illuminate the room. Shelves of books that have collected years of dust line the walls. Place the library tile as indicated. And then you place darkness in each space of the library. Okay. Your eyes scan across shelf after shelf of books. Many of them appear to be about the history of Innsmouth and the surrounding area. Perhaps you could uncover information on the Marsh family. Place a search token. So we do need that information. The room's other door leads back outside. Place an explore token. Okay, it can move 1 space in, but I can't move voluntarily, so... Mandy might as well go ahead and check that side one out. The dark shape of a pier looms above the beach. An investigator on the beach may reveal the adjacent area. So we'll do it. Waves lap against the shore as you look out behind the building. Place the pier... you see a drunk old man slumped against a crate. Place a person token as indicated. A waterlogged boat rots low in the water off the pier. So that boat's not going anywhere. Okay. A snack stand sits on the pier. It has been hastily closed up. On the far side of the building, you see an alley similar to the one you came through. Okay, so that's going to wrap around the hotel there. Alright. So that was Mandy's turn. I guess she could do one other thing, but there's really nothing to do. Yeah. There's nothing really, I don't have any actions that, you know, don't require me moving or anything, no items, so she'll just stay there and discard restrained. Thankfully. Stupid conditions. Okay. Alright, that was Mandy's turn, so we'll go with Joe Diamond. What's he gonna do? What's he gonna do? I want to search that case. I'm praying it's a gun. I don't know why it might be. A wooden box with sliding panels on its surface sits on the counter. Oh god. It's gonna be a puzzle. It's a puzzle box. You take the box with you. Perhaps if you can solve the puzzle, the box will open. Gain the puzzle box unique item, then discard the search token. Okay, so he can try to open the puzzle box by interacting with it in the app. And there's the puzzle box. The intricate patterns seem to shift and change as you move the panels. You cannot imagine what prize awaits you. Probably horrible. Alright, so that was his first action. We could try the puzzle box, but man. Let's move here. I think, right? No. Let's check out the radio. The radio crackles with static. Then you hear a voice. This is the captain of the Lively. I am currently moored in the bay by Innsmouth. Is anyone there? Can you pick us up? Please, God, pick us up. Can I hit the button? Craven, is that you? The captain must have been expecting someone else. You tell him your situation. Not sure if I want to take on an unknown passenger in the middle of the night. How do I know I can trust you? Oh, God. Okay, so we need influence of a 3. Or, well, we need influence. He has a 3. Come on, Joe Diamond. You can save us. Oh, we got 1. I don't know if that's going to do it. Sorry, try not to make a habit of taking on random passengers from Innsmouth. Probably a good idea, actually, but you're literally killing us. Okay, so that was Joe Diamond's action, so we'll go to the Mythos phase. I'm sure this won't be horrible. Turning, Joe Diamond comes face to face with the unexpected shape of a monster, but it is, in fact, nothing more than a shadow cast by mundane objects. He suffers 1 face-down horror. Ow. Wimp. Okay, so Joe Diamond's got a horror. Alright, the Deep One Hybrid is still trying to get through that door. Oh, shit, he gets through it. Okay, so he moves 2 spaces in. So he's going to move there. No investigator in the space. Oh, then he gets to move 2 more. Like a jerk. So he'll move in to attack Joe Diamond. Okay, and then he has to resolve a horror check. The hybrid smiles and bears a long row of sharp teeth. Flip one horror face up. Damn it. Minor shock. No additional effect. Flip it face down. Okay. Whew. Alright, so that's it for the Mythos phase. Okay, so far we got circumstantial evidence in the old journal. We got a puzzle box we need to open and a brass key. And a radio that the guy won't pick us up. Maybe he'll pick up Mandy Thompson? I know I would. Alright, that got weird. Let's see. I guess our best option is probably to attack. We'll attack with the knife. So Joe Diamond will fight the Deep One hybrid. Brandishing your blade, you trust a quick strike to outrace your enemy's defenses. Agility. Oh yeah. Okay, so I'm going to convert that clue. Joe Diamond's ability is he can do 2 of them instead of 1. So he'll convert 2, so he's got 3. If you pass, your enemy's arms raise just after you connect and are quickly diverted to staunching the flow of blood. The monster suffers damage equal to your test result. Alright, so he takes 3 damage. Alright, and let's attack him again. You tried to sweep your enemy's arms aside while stabbing with your other hand. Strength of a 2. Okay, he's got a 4 in strength, so Joe Diamond's a hell of a fighter here. Okay, so we got 2. We got it. If you pass, the maneuver leaves your foe wide open to your cruel blade. The monster suffers damage equal to the weapon's damage plus your test result, so 3 more. So he is dead. Yes! Your attacker collapses onto the floor. As he falls, something clatters from his stubby webbed fingers. Place the cult sigil unique item in their space. Okay, cult sigil. This token serves as proof of membership for a cult. So that falls to the ground. Alright. So that was Joe Diamond's turn. Mandy's going to do what Mandy does and move into, and we'll start investigating stuff. So we'll check out this search token in the library. The pages of these books seem stiff and they smell of salt, as if they have all been soaked in seawater at some point in the past. You find a number of books concerning lineages of important Innsmouth families. That should help us with the Marsh family. In the pages of a book on the Marsh family, you find a torn up piece of paper. You attempt to piece it back together. Tap to attempt the puzzle using observation. Okay, that's interesting. She has 5 moves with this. So I think that goes there. That goes there. That goes... Oops, that one didn't take. That one goes there. That goes there. No, that one doesn't go there. Okay. So we'll close that one. Alright. So that was our actions. Damn, we gotta get that. We gotta solve that puzzle. Go to the Mythos phase. For a timeless, dreamlike eon, Mandy Thompson wanders through a perfect world where nothing, not even the donuts, tastes right. Mandy Thompson suffers 2 face-down horror. Wow, I don't get to fight against that at all. Okay. Bastard. So Mandy gets 2 face down horror. Jerk game. Each investigator must resolve a horror check against the monster within range. There's no monsters. So in the mythos phase. Yes. Investigator phase. Alright. Is it worth getting that cult sigil? Man, I don't know. Let's have Mandy try this puzzle again. Okay. So I think this one goes there. This one's going to flip here. Yeah, that part's definitely right. Okay, then I'll take my other action with her, so we get 5 more. I'll try to get this. Got it. Man, that was tough. Pieced together, the paper reveals that several members of the Marsh family have one or the other parent listed only as from the sea. Gain the missing link, unique item, and 1 clue. So she'll get 2 clues from that. Missing link item. With this, everything falls into place. Okay, discard that search token. That was her 2 turns. Alright, Joe Diamond, what do you got? Let's see how you move a barricade. I think we'll have Joe Diamond go here and move that barricade in front for his action. His other action. Okay. So, Mythos phase. Joe Diamond's tongue starts to engorge, quickly growing too large for his mouth. Only by clamping down hard does the swelling halt and start to go down again. He suffers 1 face down damage and 2 horror. Strength plus 1 negates. Okay, so that'll give him a 5 in strength. Okay, that's 3, so he's good. Negates all that damage. Oh god, the horde of shambling locals emerges into view. Place the Innsmouth mob is indicated. Oh crap. It came around to the beach. Oh, you son of a bitch. No investigators within range. The Innsmouth mob grows still, dropping their heads in respectful silence and making way for a solitary figure emerging from their midst. Spawn a maniac in the Innsmouth mob space. God, this is not going well. The maniac moves 2 spaces toward the nearest investigator. Shit. That's what I was afraid of, is her getting attacked. So it comes in to attack Mandy. The maniac wraps grimy hands around your neck, squeezing tightly. Strength of a 2. Yeah, she's only got a strength of a 2. Well, she got 1, but that's not enough. If you fail, your vision goes dark, and by the time you break free, you are on the ground. Suffer 2 face-down damage, 1 face-down horror, and become dazed. And dazed is you cannot spend clues to convert dice results or perform additional puzzle steps. So Mandy's dazed. Now she'll have to do a horror check also. The sound of the maniac's fingernails dragged across the scenery grates across your mind. Suffer 1 face-down horror, will negates. Okay, so will of a 3. That one, okay, so we're good. Man. Alright, so now we're in trouble. Mandy's up here alone. There's a mob over there. We're going to have to do something. We're going to have to fight with Mandy. So let's do a shriveling spell at that maniac. That's our best bet. Attack with a spell. As you utter the arcane words, you suddenly find yourself alone, enveloped in darkness. A disembodied voice questions you in a language that you do not recognize, but instinctively understand. Lore of a 2. Okay. Oh, 5 successes. Or 4, actually. If you pass, a far-off sound echoes in your mind, and as the veil of darkness lifts, you recognize it as your foe's scream. The monster suffers damage equal to the spell's damage plus your test result. Ow, he suffers 7 damage. Take that, you maniac jerk. Yeah, he's dead. He's really dead. Nice. That shriveling spell, don't play around. I think our best bet is to investigate here with Mandy. Try to get out of here. One of the storage room's doors leads out into a side alley. Should we explore that? Yeah, we better. You peer down a dark alley to the west of the building. Place the alley corner 2 and alley 2 tiles as indicated. Okay. A number of crates and barrels are grouped together. Place a search token. One door leads to the building in the adjacent block. Place an explorer. You may move 1 space in. Which... Man, I don't know. Man, I don't know if that's a good idea. Well, she only did 1 action, so... I think at this point, like, we can kind of go this way to get away from that mob. So we can move 1 in. And then at the end of her second action, she can move 1, 2. Yeah, let's get away from that mob. Okay. So those are Mandy's actions. Joe Diamond, will have him search here. He's got to get back to Mandy Thompson, though. A bizarre statue is on display inside a glass case. We'll smash the glass. You smash your elbow through glass. The sharp edges slice open your arm. Suffer 1 face-down damage. Oh. Makes sense. You take the statue from the case. A tag hangs from the back of it that reads, "For sale by the Marsh family. Please contact for price." Gain the grotesque stone unique item and 1 clue. Okay. Grotesque stone. There's like multiple ones of it. Thousands of years seem to be recorded in the statue's dim and greenish surface of unrecognizable stone. So it's more evidence, so that's good. Alright, so that was Joe Diamond's action. I guess for his other action, he'll move here. We probably need that cult sigil too, so I'm going to move there, and then next turn I'll pick it up. Mandy, I'll just have to come back around, I guess. That's it for us, the Mythos turn. From every corner of the air comes a horrible pounding sound. This Mythos event affects each investigator in an outdoor space. So she is outdoors. The ghostly drum beat forces your heart to stutter and your feet to move uncontrollably. Suffer 2 horror. Will +1 negates. Then flip 1 face up. So will of a 4 now. Got 2. Whoops. Then flip 1 face up. Minor shock. Got another minor shock. I will take it. Okay. So that's it for Mandy. Oh, that was it for that. A few members of the mob begin singing a horrid, croaking melody, and in response, the sea begins to sing along. The inhuman notes echo through the alleys and streets, insinuating themselves into the minds of all who hear it. Each investigator suffers 2 face-down horror, really. So Mandy's at 5 horror. That's not good. Joe Diamond is at 3, so he's got 2 left. So now we're really wounded and almost insane. So that's not good. As the sound of the song carries into the fog, a horrible fish-like creature steps out of the wake and onto the beach. Spawn a deep one. Oh no, a deep one. They're a lot worse than the shallow ones. Waka waka. Okay. The Innsmouth mob moves 2 spaces toward the pier. Okay, so it's going this way. Yeah, can't attack. Okay, so the deep one's going to move 2 spaces toward the nearest investigator. 1, 2, so that's Joe Diamond. Okay, so there's a door there, so he's good. And this is more than 2 squares away, so no horror checks, thank God. Alright, in the Mythos phase. Things are not looking good right now. Mandy's almost insane. And Joe Diamond is halfway there too. You know what, let's have Joe Diamond compile the evidence, just see where we're at on that. Oh, you have enough evidence to convict the Marsh family. Now you just need to escape the town before the mob stops you. Okay, so we just need to escape. God, if that asshole on the radio would pick us up. Let's have Mandy try to get to that radio to call for help. To hell with all that stuff. 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh, why did I go in that one? Yeah, so she will go there. That's her actions, though. Let's have Joe Diamond pick up the cult sigil. And go ahead and try the radio again, I guess. Just to see if he can get help. The radio is quiet, but you hope the captain is still listening. You're our only hope, Obi-Wan. Okay, so Craven, is that you? How do I know I can trust you? Okay, so influence of 3. Oh my God. Wow, that is the worst roll ever. He can re-roll 1, but it's not gonna help. Oh, I'm supposed to pick up Agent Craven. I will come pick you up, but you need to find Craven and bring him with you. After a short pause, he continues speaking. I cannot see through this fog. Light a lantern on the dock where you want me to pick you up. Ring the fog bell when you are ready for me to come. Oh, great. So we gotta ring the bell and light a lantern on the dock. I don't know. Maybe there's something this way.